hello everyone. Welcome back to the Decap. Now, today we have a very special video and a very special guest on the Decap, and it's a college basketball player. Now, that is Aaron Wheeler, a 6'9" forward for the Purdue Boilermakers. Now, a fun fact about Aaron Wheeler is he's played in every single game, all 31 games for the Purdue Boilermakers, and he started in 9 of them. So, he impacts and makes the Purdue Boilermakers better. So we're gonna get to ask Aaron some questions, and yeah, let's get into it. How you doing, Aaron?
Everything's good. Appreciate you having me on the podcast.
Yeah, thank you so much for coming on. Yeah, so let's get right into the first question. And the first one is, at what age were you first contacted by scouts, and what was that recruiting process like?
I would say I want to say I was like 15. This is probably my after my sophomore year. I went to University of Rhode Island's like basketball camp, and it was kind of there's a lot of players go there, but then I played well there, and then the coaches started talking to me and eventually offered me. So that was my first offer, and that was like a humbling experience because like coming from I was at Trinity Catholic and I just feel like a lot of guys weren't getting like offers to play basketball, especially at the Division 1 level. So that was a eye opener, like seeing my potential and capability, and it was a great experience. Obviously, it blew up kind of after that, but that was definitely where I got started.
Yeah, that's cool. That'd be cool, like being in a room with so much talent and so
Yeah, for sure, definitely. Yep.
many. Okay, so for the second question, like, what did you have to do to get noticed by scouts, or what do you think put you over the hump to get to be able to play college basketball at such an elite school of Purdue?
Yeah, I would say so. I was playing AAU with a team in Stanford called Stanford Peace, and then we were at a tournament in like Providence, Rhode Island, and then this other team, I was playing well, and then this a coach from another team on like a bigger kind of like circuit came up to my dad and was just asking me if I wanted to play with them, and they were like an Adidas sponsored team, this New England players, and so like I think once I kind of started playing with them, it just puts you on a whole different level to get a lot more exposure. You're playing with the best guys against the best guys. So one of my first tournaments, we went to I think Dallas. I had a good first game, and then they have like all these scouting programs. I think it was somebody from Rivals like did a write up on me, and then from there kind of got my name on the map. So I would say just getting exposure playing with a Adidas sponsored team was definitely a big thing for me.
Yeah. Um, yeah. So, moving on to the third question. Like, what did you like about Purdue, and what made you choose Purdue over other schools that pursued you?
Yeah, so I said so I got my first offer at like 15, 16, and then was getting a lot of looks from different like mid majors, low majors, and it wasn't really until I went to or even like schools were contacting me like like higher schools like Villanova and stuff, but nobody was really offering. And then I feel like once I went to Brewster Academy for my senior year, a lot of my other teammates were getting recruited by these other big schools and would bring coaches into the gym. So it kind of just gave me more exposure. And I would say Coach Painter came to, or I think one of the assistants saw me play in Vegas at this tournament in July, and then Coach Painter came to an open gym at Brewster Academy and offered me then and wanted me to get on a visit and stuff like that. And I would just say the difference between Purdue and some of the other schools that were recruiting me is they were kind of just showing me the most love, like right off the bat, and it was such a great academic school as well as their accolades for basketball and stuff like that. And when I came on my visit, it just felt like the place to be. Um, and I wasn't too bad. Like a lot of people would say, like a kid from Connecticut going to Indiana is kind of crazy, but I was at boarding school, so I was kind of used to being away from home already, so that wasn't too big of a factor for me. But yeah, I would just say because they were showing me the most love.
Yeah. When like Matt Painter offered you the scholarship, were you kind of excited?
Yeah, for sure. that because he offered me in person, so it was kind of surreal at that moment. A Big Ten school offering me, so that
Yes.
was kind of surreal.
Um, yeah, for the fourth question, what is it like being a student athlete? Like, could you walk me through a typical day or just a couple of the events?
Yeah, it's a pretty busy schedule, kind of dependent on a lot of different guys. Class schedule is different, but for the most part, so we practice every day from 2 to 5, so we can't really have classes around that time. So we usually have all our classes in the morning or early afternoon. So you wake up, get something to eat, probably real quick, walk over to class. You're in class, you probably get out of class around, depending on your schedule, get out around like 12 or 1, and then we get about like 3 or 4 lifts in each week, so we try to get those in before practice. So say I have class, I get out of class at 12, I'll try to grab some lunch, and then I'll go over to the arena, get settled in, lift, usually around like 12:30. So lift usually takes an hour. Get um, so I'll lift from like 12:30 to 1:30. Go down, get treatment from the trainer before practice, get my ankles taped and stuff. Try to get some shots up before practice. Then we practice. Depending on during the season, we watch film at 2, or we'll just start practice right at 2. Practice 2 to 5, and then we usually have like a team meal right after practice, a little dinner or something like that. And then we usually have tutoring, not every night, but usually 3 4 times a week. So we'll do tutoring from like 6:30 to 7:30, and then after that, it's kind of just kind of like chill in the apartment. Because by that time, I'm usually tired, so I'm not really doing much. But yeah, that's most of the day. So we're usually in the arena for most of the day.
Yeah, yeah, that sounds very busy. Um, for the fifth question, in March Madness of 2018 to 2019, Purdue went on a run while you were
Hmm.
obviously on the team, and they made the Elite Eight. Like, what was that experience like, just going so far in a highly competitive tournament?
Yeah, that was a lot of fun because I mean, I feel like going into the tournament, we had a really good season, but I feel like going into the tournament, nobody really expected us to make a run like that. So we were kind of just like playing like we had nothing to lose. So we were just having a lot of fun going out there, playing together. And that was definitely one of the best moments of my life or basketball career for sure. Just being able, like, we were so close to a Final Four, just seeing where we came from the beginning of the season. We were struggling and stuff like that. Just seeing how all our work and stuff paid off was really a good time. So that was a great time.
Yeah, that would be a great experience. Um,
Hmm.
for the sixth question, what is the most memorable game for you, or whether was because of an individual or team performance? Um, it could like was it the March Madness run? Any of those games?
Hmm. I would say probably we played. So this is the first round of the NCAA tournament 2 years ago. We played in Hartford, Connecticut. We played Old Dominion, and that was just fun because it was. I had a lot of family and friends there come out to the game. We won the game obviously, but that was just a great experience. It was basically like my first NCAA tournament game, and being able to play in Connecticut in front of my family and friends was really a surreal moment.
Yeah, that'd be very fun.
Yeah, it was
Um,
fun.
for the next question, what team in the Big Ten or just in college basketball did you look forward to playing the most? And what team was the biggest challenge, or what team did your coach make you prepare for the most?
Yeah, well, obviously, out here, the big rival is Purdue and Indiana University. So
Mhm.
that's always everybody's always ready to play that game. Besides that, I would say like Michigan State is kind of one of our rivals as well. Like they're always successful in the Big Ten, so our coach always gets us up for that game. Just in the past 2 years, we've done really well against them, especially at home. So I would say those two teams. The Indiana games are always crazy. The fans go wild, so they love that. They love that rivalry out here. So I would say those two teams.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Michigan State, and you guys always beat us at home. It feels like,
Yeah.
um, especially this year.
So
Ugly.
yeah, they're a tough team to play though. Hate playing them.
Yeah. For the eighth question, another question about kind of being a student athlete. But what is the biggest challenge, would you say, about being a student athlete?
I wouldn't say challenge. I would just say like kind of it's like a eye opener, just time management. You really have to be able to manage your time being a student athlete because obviously school our coaches put schoolwork first, so like there's really nobody. It's kind of just you have to, it's up to you to get all your stuff done. Nobody, there's people checking in on you, but like there's nobody on top of you. Like you just have to be able to uh just be able to manage your time, which is academics, basketball, and socially. So just make sure you're having your priorities right is a big thing because you could definitely slack behind in the books and on the court. So you just have to be able to manage all those.
Mm-hmm. That would be very tough. Um,
Yeah.
for the ninth question, what did you learn from playing with teammates such as Carson Edwards or Purdue in the past couple years as you've been there has had a couple great players. So what has it been
Mm.
like playing with them and just great leaders?
Yeah, I've had the honor to play with a lot of great players my time here. Carson being one of them, Vince, Edwards, Isaac Haas. So just their work ethic is something that I picked up when I was redshirt my freshman year. Like it's like no secret why they were so good. They put in all the work to become that good. So just being around those guys every day, pushing you in practice, competing, and just like how much work they put in is something I really picked up.
Yeah. Isaac Haas, he's what, like 7'1"?
Yeah, he's man. You watch the TBT. He's a huge he's a huge human being. He's a
Um,
big guy.
and now for my last question, kind of it's always asked, but what's a piece
Mm.
of advice that you have for kids in middle school or high school that would want to play college basketball or just like for fun but want to be good?
Mhm. Yeah, I would say like when you're younger, like in middle school and stuff, just go. It's not so much a because like once you get older, basketball you see becomes more of a business at every level. So I would say while you're that young, just enjoy playing, like just have fun with your friends and stuff like that. Once you get to high school, is when you have to really dedicate your time and put in extra work and stuff like that. But I would say like a young kid, just to go out there and enjoy yourself because you're gonna miss those times. Like even in high school, that was probably the most fun time playing because it's so much stuff going on in the college game and then in the professional game as well. So just I would say just enjoy yourself. Don't take it too seriously. Obviously, you have to if you really love it, you got to put in work. But just have fun while you're playing it when you're young. So
Yeah, basketball is such a fun sport, so
mhm.
enjoy it.
Yeah,
Well, that's it. Thank you so much for coming on and once again taking your time to be interviewed. Um,
no
so
problem.
yeah, thank you so much.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you having me on. Stay safe. Keep that mask on.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
yes, sir. Be easy though. I appreciate you having me on.
And that is going to be it for the video. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm very grateful that Aaron Wheeler would come onto the DCAP and answer some questions. And it was just a cool experience. So thank you guys for watching, and thank you, Aaron, for answering the questions. And show Aaron some love, whether it's just watching Purdue basketball and cheering for Aaron, or maybe, I don't know, going to his Instagram or something like that, or just show him some love. I know I'm very grateful, and I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you keep watching more, and peace.